standing here with cArn, just finished the Swedish WCG Games Qualifier. You started out by crushing MYM. What happened in that match?
Well, I think you said it. We crushed them in 2 straight maps. It was first Inferno, was it? Yeah, Inferno and Tuscan. We didn't really give them any chance. We took the pistol rounds, forced, get right. Well, everybody basically played the A game, and I think they got a bit stressed from the moment playing the top team in Sweden, I guess, us and SK. And we also saw the same thing in the other game, H2K against SK, where SK just dominated throughout the game. So in the beginning of this year, I didn't feel there was such a big skill gap, but I think now in the summer it gets pretty obvious there is top 2 teams in Sweden that are kind of dominant, and that's also something we see in the international events. So it's a bit not sad for me personally, but the growth of the esport in Sweden is kind of hard to get new teams coming up. They're coming up, but they cannot compete with us at the moment. But obviously we got IEL coming up this night, so maybe I should wait with those statements until that. But at what happened this morning was just one team play the game, I think.
After that match, you qualified for the Nordic finals. And
yeah.
Actually, you also secured a spot for WCG Games 2010. Did you loosen up a bit, or did you still have the final in back of the head against SK and you want to beat them as well, or?
You mean in the final, how we felt? I think you could see from the both team that we didn't take it too serious, because the only thing we fight for was a seed, basically, going to Finland later on this summer. And yeah, I'm not a big fan of the setup of this year's WCG against Nordic, where first we had to win in Sweden, then we had to compete against the other Nordic teams. And throughout the 10-year competitive Counter-Strike, we've seen all the top teams have basically, of course we had Complexity winning ESWC, we had some Asian teams winning championship in Asia, but overall I think the dominant teams have been Scandinavian teams, and now we had to fight between the nations here to get a safe spot, paid tickets and license to WCG. So I think it's kind of ridiculous that WCG is not really observing and understand that Counter-Strike is really big and we got really good teams in Scandinavia, and now we have to fight against Norway and Finland, I believe, later on in August, and it's only one team that gets a spot in Los Angeles finals. So I think it's a bit ridiculous, but what to do? We just won the final here and gonna do the best to beat the other Nordic teams.
So later today you have IEL finals.
Yep.
What are your expectations about this? It's the same team as...
Yeah, it's exactly the same teams, and I think we're gonna see... I have a feeling that SK spared some tactics playing us in the final now, so we're probably going to see them playing better, because even the score was kind of close in the second map. I think we had the game throughout the final, so they definitely going to be stronger. Interesting to see what those guys playing here can do later on. I said earlier that they were very weak in the morning, so maybe they are better to play in the night or whatever. We'll see. It's going to be interesting.
And tomorrow we have the DreamHack tournament where you're in group with the French team Qualifier, Swedish team and a bio team. What's your expectations?
Well, you were the one informing me of the groups in the teams in the group. I have never really thought about it. A group stage is always a group stage. I think we're coming in as a seed 1 here, which granted us a kind of easy group. Against the French team, I don't know. Obviously, they travel far to get there, and they should be prepared. So we know nothing about them, and they probably know a lot about us. So we better watch out for them. Unless that, we're just gonna do our best. It's kind of hard because we've got so many tournaments here, so you have to like refocus all the time, and you don't really know which tournament you're playing in, and for 3 of our guys can play the ENC as well. So throughout 3 days I'm gonna play 4 tournaments. So that's the reason why I didn't study the group in the DreamHack championship. So
the 3 tournaments you're gonna play in as a team, which of them are like the most prestigious? Which one are you looking forward to play the most?
Well, I'm a bit obviously winning the spot in the WCG Nordic final is good, because then we have a shot to get to Los Angeles, which I'm really looking forward to. We never won DreamHack, so that is obviously something I want to win before I retire eventually. And also, of course, Sweden Poland is not in the World Cup of Soccer at the moment, so we're going to play them in the European Nations Cup Championship, sorry. So that is obviously something that's going to be really nice, having the home crowd here cheering for us, hopefully, and try to beat Neo and his guys, Team Poland. And that is not playing, they're playing for Team Sweden, yeah.
Do you think it's possible to do a triple victory here at DreamHack?
Of course it's possible, but it takes a lot of luck and a lot of well, we had to play really good. You can put it that way. We really had to step up, which we did today. If we can keep this form we had this morning playing the WCG qualifier, I think it's really possible, because even at age 25, I didn't feel that the opponents aimed back at you, you know. Well, some did, but my point is that we played really good this morning. I very few times I see all the guys stepping up, coming up that huge, beating those two teams 2-0, and such a huge round difference. So yeah, if we play as we did this morning, it's possible to do the triple, but I wouldn't put my money into it. Like, I wouldn't bet for it. Let's see.
Okay, thank you for your time.
Cheers, thanks.